Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I hope you all are doing well this fine day in Pisces season. We're going to dive right into your reading today. I do like to begin by thanking those of you who have been with me for a long time, those of you who watch my videos beginning to end. You guys are amazing. And to those of you who watch what you can and like, share, comment, have subscribed. I deeply appreciate all your support in the many ways in which you bring it to this channel and to me, and I just am really grateful. So thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I am really happy to have you here. If you find a message that resonates, I hope that you'll consider subscribing or commenting or liking. With all that being said, let's dive in. Just keep in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Here we go. For Pisces. Okay. Okay. Something's going on here. Okay. Here's what I'm picking up on. There may be some kind of outside influence that's affecting the connection. It could be people talking, or, you know, the influence of friends or family. It can be, even though just outside circumstances, possibly work, possibly distance of some kind. For some of you, I'm literally getting like talking on the phone or talking online. It's giving me the impression of long distance here. This rejection card, it's giving me like misunderstanding, or it doesn't even have to be a misunderstanding. It can even be like, sometimes I'm fine with the way things are or with the status of things, and then sometimes I'm not so all right with it. You know, there is a closeness here, or I want to call it a level of intimacy that is like beyond what you would have with most people. And there is passion. The rejection piece, this match that has gone out, it doesn't feel, it feels like it is more determined, it is more a product of these outside influences or some outside situation than it is about my feelings or like my desire, like even my passion. Because I do feel like that is here and burning bright. I do feel like there is some kind of coming together that's being kind of like worked through or worked out, or where we're getting to a place where like that may be a possibility here. Let's look into this. What else can you tell us, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this situation for Pisces? For Pisces, please. What else can you tell us? Heavy emphasis on support. See, the thing is, I feel as though, I don't know if this is you or if this is this person, or if it's both for you, both of you for each other, you know, where I feel like you're the person that this person turns to for support, for comfort, for reassurance. It's like that your opinion may matter the most, or your, like, it's not even necessarily your, wow, that your opinion, it's like you give the person this, this feeling of kind of like not being alone, or having someone that actually genuinely cares about the outcome. It's like you're a team, though, is how it feels. It's like you do rely on each other to a certain degree or extent. I'm not sure, you know, it's going to be different for everyone, but there is an opportunity to be supportive. And you know what it's really giving me is that this thing has already come together in some way. And I think that it is growing stronger and stronger as you move through something that, some kind of difficulty that exists outside the connection that is influencing the connection. It's almost like it is making the team aspect of this connection stronger. I don't know how to really describe it, but when you continue to choose someone and you don't let someone go, and you keep someone in your life and you keep turning to them and you keep showing up for them, and they sort of keep being the safe harbor in which you return to, there is something happening there where something is being established, whether we're labeling it, whether we're calling it that, whether we're, you know, there's something being like formed or strengthened, or it's like it's happening right in front of you, or, you know, and you may intuitively know that, you may intuitively feel that. That may be also why it's like acceptable the way things are. Like maybe you wouldn't normally accept this, but there's something that feels more real about this than maybe even anything else you've encountered or experienced. It's like, I'm almost getting this like practical energy, or this like solid, stable sort of energy. Like it may not be the most exciting or thrilling thing you've ever done, or it might not be like something that, you know, movies are made of, but it's yours, and it's kind of become very reliable. I don't know. You have this energy of perfect match and twin flame coming out. So, you know, sometimes when things come together with very little fanfare, or with very little like drama, or I don't know what the words are that I'm looking for. I kind of want to say fireworks, but with that lit match, there are fireworks. It's like, you know, sometimes when people get together, it's almost like they get together because it's good for their image, or it's going to get people talking, or it's going to make them more popular, or it's like, how can this serve me? Or I want to be seen with this person, or, you know, I want my ex to know that I'm with this person, or, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes relationships form sort of on a false foundation, or kind of for maybe even the wrong reasons, or who am I to say what the right reasons and the wrong reasons are? But it's like part of the thing is being seen together, or having it be known that it's happening. And there's some kind of even like search for validation in that, seeking in that, you know, putting it out there kind of energy. And it feels like here the validation is just simply coming from the support you're receiving from this person, and that they're receiving from you. It doesn't feel like it's any, like the outside influences seem to be challenging rather than, it's like you're finding support in each other from the outside influences. I don't know. But it feels though, as though it's almost kind of a perfect match, because it's kind of like whatever the perspective is that this person is giving you, or that you're giving to this person, there's an energy around that of kind of it's what they need, or it's what you may not naturally see or come to, but it's something that resonates with you. And I think vice versa, it's the same way. There's almost an admiration of each other's sort of, I want to say skill set, but it's almost like the innate way they move through the world. It's sort of like, I don't want to say like who they are, but like the way they tick, you know, and the way you tick. And I think it's different, but it's in some way incredibly complementary. And I feel like you're coming at it from, you know, spaces where you really want to see the good in each other. We do have this deceiving you, intimacy issues, and abandoned here. And this is definitely giving me one or both of you have had some issues in past relationships where there may have been deception, and where, you know, it has caused sort of a lack of trust, or, you know, a desire to not be vulnerable, to protect oneself. And, you know, when we're trying to protect ourselves, and, you know, and you really think about what that is, right? It's like, I am not telling you how I actually feel, or how much you actually mean to me. I'm just not saying it. It doesn't mean I'm not feeling it. So the vulnerability already exists, right? Because I'm feeling it. If you were to walk away right now, it would hurt. It would cause my suffering. And so why not show it to the other person, or why not let a deepening of a level of commitment or intimacy happen? Well, you know, what I'm getting around that is, it's kind of like, almost part of it is this person is sort of fooling themselves. You know what I mean? But I also feel the energy that this person was intimate with someone before, or like, you know, shared something about their feelings or the way they felt about someone to someone, and someone used it against them. You know, someone used it to sort of bait and hook and breadcrumb and deceive and take advantage of that person. And so it's not that the feelings don't exist, and it's not that they can't even really protect themselves at this point from what they're feeling. It's like a game almost that they're playing with themselves. And I don't mean that like, you know, the games we play for love, but it's more like, if this person were to fully acknowledge and admit that they are already vulnerable, and that there could be suffering that would already occur if something happened here, it's almost as if it would send them into a tailspin, or it would cause them at the very least to pull away and reconsider their situation here. But by kind of perpetuating this story inside their head of like, you know, because of these outside influences, I can't let this go too far, or it can only be, you know, what it kind of is right now, or something like that. It's like they're preventing themselves from having to really look at and face how they really do feel, and that they are already vulnerable. Do you see what I'm saying? But I do think there is you have to see each other soon here. So it does feel almost like there is some like confrontation of this idea on the horizon. It's almost as if, I feel a tower moment. I feel a tower moment around see each other soon. Either you're not expecting to see each other soon, or it's shocking that you're seeing each other soon, or seeing you face to face. It's like going to bring out this deep level of desire and going to cause this person to confront the fact that no, they actually already have feelings and you are already the person that they are kind of navigating life with, and that they really don't want that to change, and that they're already vulnerable to that. And yeah, I mean, it could shake things up for them a bit. Let's dive into the tarot at this point. Wow. You know, the Nine of Cups is a card of Pisces. I feel you have this Strength card on the bottom of the deck, and you have the Hierophant here. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Leo. There is this energy here where I feel like, Pisces, you're sort of focused on your own emotional happiness and well-being. And I do feel like, you know, ultimately you would like to be in a committed relationship, a confirmed, you know, out in the open, solid and stable relationship. But I feel like you also have this interesting energy within you where you're like, I am really committed to my own emotional contentment, and it's like I'll do something as long as it's making me happy. But the minute it starts to confuse me, it starts to drain me, it starts to suck my energy, it starts to get into some of these spaces that I've been in relationships before, or, you know, I don't know that this is a full-on relationship. I don't know that this is like an acknowledged relationship. You know, I have the strength to put up my boundaries. I have the strength to say, you know, no matter how much I want this, or no matter how much I've allowed myself to feel for you, my own happiness comes first, and that's what I am most committed to. And I do have the strength within me to, you know, walk away if I need to, or to hold a strong boundary if I need to, because I know that ultimately my emotional contentment involves a strong, solid, committed, upfront, out in the open relationship. So I'm not settling, and, you know, I recognize that if something doesn't materialize into that, it has an expiration date. It has an end date, because, you know, I know that it will eventually start draining me, because it's not what I want. It will start confusing me. I'll start saying, well, why haven't you committed to me? Why aren't you, you know, really showing up here? Wow, yeah, look at that. 8 of Cups clarifying the 9 of Cups. I'm not afraid to walk away. I literally heard that. Okay, you have the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups clarifying this Hierophant, which, guys, I mean, this is exactly what we're just talking about here. You know, if this person holds back and you end up disappointed, or you end up feeling bored and discontent because it's not progressing, because it's not moving beyond this, because it ends up that this person's need to kind of hold back, or to be emotionally unavailable or emotionally protective of themselves, becomes more important than the connection, or than finding our way to commitment, then I'll be disappointed. But I'm not going to go in so deep or so far or give so much that I lose my own touch with my own happiness in my own life. In other words, I'm not willing to lose myself in someone when they're holding back in some way, or they're, even them with them, they're not able to admit or acknowledge like what this is or what's happening here or who I am to them. You're prioritizing your own happiness and your own well-being and your own emotional contentment here. And with the Eight of Cups clarifying this Nine of Cups, it's like you are prioritizing that to such a degree that even if it means you have to walk away, then it means you have to walk away. And even if you've invested in it, and even if you have feelings, it's like you have made this promise to yourself that I'm not going to convince anybody to see my worth or my value. I don't need to. I found it within myself. I'm absolutely sure and secure in it. And I don't need that kind of validation from someone else. So anything that would have kept me holding on to something that was less than I deserved doesn't exist anymore. And so I cherish my own peace, my own well-being, and the way I feel about myself too much to let anybody have so much access to me that they could make me doubt it, make me question it, or make me sacrifice or settle. It's a very empowered energy. I mean, you can even look at this Strength card. It's like she's not even breaking a sweat. You know, she's fine. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. So I think you are feeling with this person this kind of back and forth energy of, you know, like that a decision needs to be made about where this is headed or where this is going or what this is. You're going to get there eventually, right? Everything comes to a crossroads in time. And so you're acutely aware of it, and you're also acutely aware of it that if this decision point came today, this person, you probably have a 50-50 chance of this person choosing love or this person choosing fear. Or that's how you're seeing it. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay, so this actually, for some of you, this may have already come to pass. You may have sort of called someone on it. You may have sort of had some kind of conversation with this person, and they may have been wishy-washy. They may have been like kind of unsure. They may have been even like, well, I don't want this to end, but I don't know how to take it beyond where it is right now, given the external influences affecting the situation or something like that. And so you may have even withdrawn your own energy to sort of figure this out and to sort of sit with yourself and to see where you are. Is this person holding back, and are you bored, and are you discontent, and are you unhappy with the way things are going, or are you still feeling good about it? And, you know, you may be contemplating actually walking away at this point. This person, it feels like, is having a moment. Again, with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it is kind of saying that this person is coming from a space of a very difficult ending. They may have actually still been closing out that cycle as something was starting with you, or because possibly this didn't start as like romance, it may have started even as friendship, or you know, some kind of relationship that was like building and growing, but it wasn't like clearly defined as romantic, I guess is kind of how I want to say it. There's this energy of, you know, until someone completely closes out a cycle, they can't start a new one. And so I feel like with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, either this person had freshly cleared out the cycle, or they were still sort of in the throes of it, sort of trapped by it. I was watching Lincoln Lawyer last night, and in one of the scenes, this person says, you know, in Buddha, they say it's the second sword, it's the second sword that really does the damage. Meaning, you know, it's what we tell ourselves about the first injury where the actual damage really occurs. It's how hard we are on ourselves about it. It's what we tell ourselves about the situation. And with the Ten of Swords here, you know, it's kind of saying this person had not gone through their entire cycle. They hadn't closed out what they were telling themselves about this past experience when they met you. And that's what we see here in these energies of deceiving you, intimacy issues, and abandon. This person was still really reeling from these energies and still really having a healthy dialogue with themselves about it. When I say healthy dialogue, I mean a robust dialogue rather than something that was actually healing or helping them. And so it feels like their mind may have even been kind of distracted on that. And they may have felt you were a safe person to turn to or to trust because the circumstances wouldn't, you know, were sort of a protective factor for them. You know, if there was distance between you, or if you worked together and it was not possible for you to date and work together, or, you know, if you were already friends and you didn't want to cross the friendship barrier, or, you know, it feels like there's an external factor that sort of allowed this person this space to sort of almost like unwittingly fall in love. Like you know, it's not like they were avoiding it, but it's like I feel like they could tell themselves, oh, it's not going to happen because of this. You know what I mean? So with the King of Wands, the Hangman, the Ace of Swords here, it's like there is something that is really waking up within this person. You know, I think I'm going to refer to them as masculine, but because it does feel like a very masculine energy, but you can call it whatever you want, or, you know, put yourself where you belong. The Hangman energy is also in this person's energy, which can denote Pisces. So, but I actually feel like this is actually a conversation that this person has with you once something is cleared up. And, you know, a Tower moment is where we have like a major breakthrough of thought. And with the Hangman and the Ace of Swords, this is sort of giving me that vibe of like where it all becomes clear to this person. You may have pulled back your energy slightly after sort of feeling like this person was being wishy-washy or wasn't really making a decision, or was sort of riding a fence, or was sort of playing it safe. And you may have started to pull back a little bit to protect that energy of the Nine of Cups, of like, you know, my happiness is what is most important. And that may have been something that really triggered something within this person to step into a more empowered approach, right? The King of Wands is someone who knows what they want and they're going after it. They stand up for it. They take control of it. And, you know, with the Hangman and the Ace of Swords, it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, the Hangman energy is self-imposed, and sometimes the Hangman energy is like all other distractions have been taken away, and here you are, you with you, almost forced at some point to kind of look for a different perspective, because the one that you have been having hasn't really been working out for you. The Ten of Swords is a very heavy, very difficult energy. And so there may even be the catalyst of, I really can't stay here. I really can't stay in this energy. I can't stay in this thought process. It's killing me. It's draining me. It's doing me in. It's preventing me from being able to move forward. And so, you know, this can be, with the Hangman and the Ace, a new beginning that is brought about by a new perspective and a new kind of clarity of what the truth or what reality is. The things, it's kind of facing those things that we weren't willing to face before, right? And it's all very clear to us now. And when the Ace of Swords, this can even be a conversation, but it's certainly a beginning of a new way of thinking. A new dawn is emerging within this person's mental body here, for sure. Let's clarify it, shall we? Wow, yeah. You got the Fool card. Ah, I need my glasses. Wow, yeah. See, we have the Queen of Needles and the Nine of Pentacles. This person knows that, oh, whoa, yeah. This person does know, Pisces, that you are a catch. I mean, they know that you are attractive. They know that you have, you're standing on a solid ground as a single human. You have created a space for yourself that is stable, that is abundant. You're attractive. You are attracting people towards you, but you also are not, you're not entertaining clowns. You're not entertaining scrubs. You're not entertaining people who, you know, are going to kind of be a threat to that. You're protective of what you have built and created for yourself. And this person completely recognizes that. And that actually was a catalyst, I feel like, for this kind of like great awakening, or for them to see something that they hadn't seen before. You know, sometimes when we sit in our worth and our value, and we appreciate the value of what we have created, and we are not willing to sacrifice it for others, it sort of forces them in a position to, you know, see it as well, right? You know, well, see it or get cut off, you know what I mean? With that Queen of Swords. But it's kind of like they know you're not going to take some halfway thing. They know that you're protective of what you have built, and rightly so. I mean, I completely see a lot of admiration and respect from this person. And I honestly think that this is one of the things that they like most about you, if I'm being honest. With the universe and the Five of Pentacles clarifying this King of Wands, this person is closing out this cycle of loss. They're closing out this cycle of feeling locked out, left out, abandoned, you know, just off balance, even with that 5 energy. They're closing it out completely. And with the Fool card here on the bottom of the deck, you know, this person, I always think of a frog as being, you know, at any given moment, they could just jump, right? And it feels like that with this person, where it's like they're kind of poised for action. They're really focused forward now on this new beginning with you, and on the actions that it is on them. It is upon them to take. It feels like underneath the Fool is justice. So this person is making major decisions about maybe even how to approach, or how to take action, or what the right thing to do is, or how to kind of bring balance back to the situation through some decision. Wow, yeah. Wow. Yeah, this person definitely wants a new beginning. I mean, you have the Ace of Swords, and now you have the Ace of Wands coming out with Temperance. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. You have this energy. You guys keep getting Sagittarius energy. You also have Aquarius and Aries here. There's the energy of you know, with the Temperance, it feels like something that has been coming together slowly over time, where it's like someone, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. It says part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. Okay, first of all, it feels like this person does feel like there's some kind of angelic quality about you, and this person is trying to stay balanced. They're trying to stay kind of grounded and rooted and centered in reality and what is possible, because I keep having my attention drawn back to this external influence energy over here. Like, whatever existed external to the situation may still exist. It may still be playing a role. For some of you, it could be that they have a lot of decisions in their life that they have to make, especially with that Justice card under the Fool. It's like they may also, you know, for some of you, they may be getting a divorce, or going through some kind of court situation, or may have recently gone through a court situation where it's like, they're not quite ready to take a leap of faith, you know, or they need something to officially close or end or be in the books before they can take a leap of faith. There's something there that may revolve around some kind of contract or some kind of court situation, or just like having a lot of decisions or having a lot of changes, or, you know, knowing that some very big decisions have to be made in order to eradicate the external influence that seems to, it just feels like it just keeps coming back up for this person. It's kind of like, if that didn't exist, I'd just go for it. But it also feels like it's like, I have to stay grounded in reality. I have to stay grounded in truth. I have to stay grounded in what I'm really dealing with here, even though, I'm still, like, I don't need to deny anymore that this coming together has happened and is happening. Do you see what I'm saying? With the Ace of Wands, and it's kind of like, I need to acknowledge that this is what I want, and that this is what I'm working toward, and that this is what I am balancing out here, reality with what I want, and how I'm going to achieve that and how I'm going to get that. And there is almost this sense of needing a little help from the divine, or almost becoming spiritual through this experience, or, you know, getting back in touch with, or even like praying, or even there could be signs and synchronicities attached to this energy, but there could also be just like, I'm literally asking for help from above. You know what I mean? Which this person may not do. They may be a super spiritual person that does it, but I also get this energy of people who generally don't do things like that, who are suddenly doing things like that. Then you have the Queen of Wands, this match to the King of Wands, right? So a divine pair. And, you know, it's like, there is this magnetic attraction. There is this, you're my other half. You're the one I belong with. This is just what makes sense. We go together. We belong together. There's even an energy of, like compatibility, or like, you know, my other half, or the female or male version of me, kind of energy, or like I recognize myself in you, or it's even just even the acknowledgement energy of, you know, we're not the same, but we are so compatible. We are so, it's easy. There's an ease here. With the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, for me, this Queen of Cups is actually coming out quite a bit more like an unconditionally loving space, a space of non-judgment, a space of acceptance and support, and safety. I keep getting the energy of like safe harbor. There's a place outside Tampa called Safety Harbor. I don't know. I keep like getting drawn to that, like different places that are actually in Safety Harbor. So I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Let's clarify. Oh, this is like a harbor though. And this is like, wow, how interesting. I don't know. Wow, Sun card, another card of Leo on the bottom of the deck too. With that Sun card is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this person is seeing clearly, I feel like, just how happy they are. Oh my gosh, yeah, this person, I mean, wow. Guys, you have the Sun, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. There is an energy of things happening slowly. So there is the requirement of patience here. There's just this energy though of, you know, when you find this kind of happiness, and when it's this clear and this like obvious and apparent, it's like you do what you have to, you know, you say, okay, this is what I desire. This is what I want. This is what I'm working toward. This is what I'm going to make happen in my life. And with the Queen of Wands, with this Four of Wands, it's like, this is my match. This is my person. This is who I kind of want to spend the rest of my life with. This is a twin flame energy. You have the divine pair of the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You have the card Twin Flames, and now you have the Four of Wands. You also have the Sun. You have Temperance. You have the Queen of Cups. I mean, there's a lot of energy here that is like, this is a super, super, super strong connection. And it may also, you have 3 4s showing up in your reading. You have that Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles earlier. And I almost started talking about the foundation of the connection sort of being this. You don't want a connection that is based on someone holding back and someone feeling unappreciated, unhappy, bored, held back by someone else's limitation. And I was really feeling that, but I didn't know exactly how it fit into the story. And now that you have the Four of Wands here, it's making much more sense to me. It's like there is a clarity that kind of brings about this understanding of when you have this in front of your face, when you have this opportunity, when you have someone who is your divine pair or who is your perfect match, you do not show up in a way that is guarded. You do not want a foundation built on, unhappiness, discontent, and holding back. You want to be able to show up like, I am your equal, I am your partner, and we stand beside each other. And what we create in this energy of standing beside each other is this shore that moves between our two souls, this relationship, this connection, this commitment, this limitless energy of love and unlimited possibilities of this partnership, of this pairing. Interestingly, Safety Harbor, they actually have filmed many of the Hallmark movies, the Hallmark Christmas movies there. I don't know, guys. I have no idea why that keeps coming up, but it does. And how weirdly, like, it just feels even confirmed by that Temperance card. Anyway, I don't know. Let me know if it's significant to you. But there's just this energy of, maybe even someone lives by a bay. I know that's super specific, or even, like where it's sunny or where it's warm the majority of the year. This sun on top of the Temperance, it's like so strongly giving me Tampa. It's so crazy. But anyway, guys, that's so specific. Okay. I never always know exactly what part of that I'm supposed to take from it also, so I just put it out there. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, it is like, I feel this has been a slow burn, or it could even be something where clearly someone wasn't quite ready when this came together or when this began happening. They were still closing out that cycle of that Ten of Swords. It almost feels like there's like an angel watching over and protecting this connection, and it is sort of, keeping it from going too fast, or keeping it, because if it went too fast and someone hadn't closed out a past cycle, it would have wrecked. It wouldn't have been, the foundation would have stayed this energy of one person holding back and one person being discontent because they know the other person is holding back, right? So there's just this energy of everything is unfolding exactly the way that it's meant to. And it's, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, but it's very sure footed, and every step it's taking is in the right direction. And it is the only knight guaranteed to cross the finish line. So you're really like in good hands. You needed the time to get to the proper foundation. You needed the time to get to the place where both people were ready to show up strongly, and come together. The Four of Wands can also be a new home. So if distance is a factor, it could be that you're closing that distance and you know, something is working out to where it's like you could actually like live under the same roof here. Let me go one more. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. This is clarification for me. This is what I was looking for. I wanted to be sure that I was right about this because it feels so strong. So 444 may be a very significant number for you. Remember how I got this energy around the Temperance card of that it could be signs and synchronicities. You may even ask for a 444 from your spirit guides and your angels for confirmation if you would like. What I get is, see how the Hermit is coming down the road? I felt like, okay, this person is coming out of Hermit mode. They may be coming back around. They may have pulled back, withdrawn, or this could even be from this sort of self-imposed prison that happened as a result of this ending that they had before, where they weren't quite ready to show up for a relationship because they were still closing out this very difficult cycle. With the Seven of Pentacles, you've just been sort of watching and waiting and letting this person sort of work through whatever it was that they needed to work through, but you're waiting for them. I mean, I feel that with the Seven of Pentacles, but you're also like fine with divine timing because you want it to be right. You want it to be real. You want to be able to hang your hat on it. You're not willing to compromise your own emotional contentment for just anything or anyone. You want someone who has thought about it. You want someone who's damn sure before they're coming forward. And that's what you see in this person. It may have taken them quite a while, or it may have been a very slow process. But it's like you're seeing someone who, you know, has spent the time to really be certain about what they want, and they're coming down the road exactly to you here. All right. So let's see. And the Ten of Swords it's like kind of it's giving me this feeling that it is finished. Yeah. You have the Devil coming out sideways. Okay, with the Hierophant. So this is someone that was resisting and holding back and was not ready for some kind of commitment here. And then you have Justice, the Chariot, the Fool card, and then the Chariot. So this is someone who they really are in the process. You have the Six of Swords. You can't write this. You can't make it up. You have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is literally like this person coming to a place of peace and acceptance with, you know, you are my person. This requires me to make this decision, to set myself free from, you know, this past experience that turned me off of being in committed relationships or actually really showing up. It was holding me back. It was keeping me in a space of fear and illusion. I've worked through those thoughts. I've worked through that way of thinking. I have completed that cycle, right? And I am, you know, I have made this decision to come forward. I'm coming forward. With the Chariot here, there may even be travel involved, but with the Fool card, it's like I am taking a leap of faith with reckless abandon. Nothing from my past is coming with me. I am free to just do this. And they may have this can even be the acknowledgement of, I felt like doing this before. I felt called to doing it before, but I didn't. I was resistant of it, or I held myself back from it because of how I was feeling about this past situation. Let me just clarify the Devil, because I don't ever really like to leave them there uncovered like that. Wow. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. So you see this person, this is like, it's almost like the recognition of, you know, me letting myself stay in this energy of being held back or being protective or being, you know, emotionally unavailable is going to result in, or has already resulted in, or, you know, is leading this other person to becoming bored and discontent. This is that foundation that we saw initially be built upon. And so this person is like, that is not what I want. I don't want this person to feel rejected. I don't want this person to feel like I don't care. I don't want this person to, you know, sort of have this wrong impression, or like this relationship to even be built on this idea that I can't deliver to this person what they need in order to grow and have the kind of relationship that they want. Like, I got to put the work in to free myself from this situation. And, you know, for a lot of them, I feel like it was this hermit energy. Like, let me go get right with myself. Let me go, let go of what needs to be let go of. Let me focus on what I want, and let me come out when I'm ready to give this person my best effort, you know? And that's what I feel like we're seeing here. So let me get you guys some message cards. All right, if you're dealing with the water sign, you are hard to forget. I won't let you go. I regret how I handled things before. I want your attention. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I don't care what people think anymore. Stuck. So they were stuck on what people thought at some point. My karmic story is ending. See? I am overcoming my fears, yeah, and I am overthinking everything. Yeah, I think this person was really stuck in their head and stuck in this past situation they hadn't completely freed themselves from. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're dealing with an earth sign, stuff is just flying all over the place. And I always feel like that's significant. Like, they may have a lot of thoughts just going wild right now. Or just not really being able to, like, get it under control. All right, suddenly all the songs I hear are about you. I want a future with you. I miss you more than you know. I just need more time. I don't want to let you down. Okay? And if you, are dealing with an air sign, you are getting, our eye contact is insane. Resentment, hopeful. Oh, they're hoping that you're not, like, kind of still mad. Excited and fantasizing. That's an air sign for you. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck, it even says anxious. So yeah, this person is definitely thinking about what it's going to be like when you get back together. How funny. Also, what was just revealed with those flying cards of the earth sign, underneath the Hermit is the Seven of Pentacles, and that exact same formation came up here. Wow. And underneath that is the Hangman. So this is another confirmation for me. It's like you're just waiting for this person to emerge out of this period of time and show up real, you know, having their head cleared and being sure about what they want and what they're doing, and you know, really coming forward in a serious way. Guys, wow. This is what I have for you. I hope it helps. Let me know. Man, what a clear message, and what a confirmed message many times inside the reading. All right, well, I hope it helps. I hope it brought you guys some peace and clarity. Let me know. I send you off just as always, every day and today, with my very best. Always, always, always. All right, bye-bye, guys.